folks, today I want to share something really interesting with you, and I believe you guys also have wondered sometimes that how is it that these football players, why do they earn so unbelievable much money? How is it that a guy like Franck Ribéry, he earns, I have heard, 25,000 euros each day. And I have heard that Gerald Bale, this famous football player from Wales, he earns 12 million euros in 1 year in Madrid. Wow, that's a lot of money. And they are so unbelievable famous. All the teenagers, they have their posters hanging in their rooms, and everybody wants to have them as an advertisement partner. So the question is, what did they do in their last lifetime to take birth as a football player and have so much facilities, so much attention and enjoyment, so much wealth, and so on? Maybe you have wondered, I did. And about 10 years ago, a good friend, a long-term god brother from me, Shivatma Prabhu, he gave to me a very interesting explanations, and this I want to share with you today, and I think you might also think it's interesting. He said that these football players, the souls, you know, the soul is wandering from body to body. It is said in the Bhagavad-gita, Dehi nusmin yata dehe, komaram yovanam jara, tata dehantara praptir, dhiras tatra namuyati. He said that these souls, in one of their past lifetimes, they were gladiators in the old Rome, the Roman Empire. And maybe you have watched this movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe. These gladiators, they were actually slaves. They were captivated or caught in some war or battle, and then they were brought as slaves into Rome, and they were always captivated. They could not live in freedom, and they were forced to fight in these fights, in these Colosseum gladiator fights as gladiator. So if you consider, a lot of these gladiators, they died at that very day in their fights, or they were teared into pieces by some tigers. So that is a very pitiful, very awful situation for these persons, and all of this only for the entertainment of, you know, the crowd, the emperor and the Roman crowd. They were there in this arena, 10, 20 or 100,000, a big crowd of people, and for them it was, you know, entertainment. Like today it's the final soccer European Championships game between Portugal and France. So today many people, a lot of people, they are sitting in front of the TV set with some chips or popcorn and some beer, and that is their entertainment tonight. And in the same way, these Roman people, they went into this arena, and for them it was the entertainment to watch slaves, gladiators, fighting and also dying in a very brutal way. So Shivatma Prabhu, he told me, he explained to me that these poor souls dying for for the trivial entertainment of these masses. Now, in this lifetime, they come back, they take birth in the bodies of talented, famous football players. And in this lifetime, they are allowed to enjoy all what they have missed in that previous life as a gladiator. So they often were anonymous in their role as gladiator. Nobody knew who they were. They had sometimes a helmet and nobody could see their face and know their names. And they were treated very harshly as a slave, and they got poor food. So, and of course their lifetime was very short, and they were dying in a very brutal way. So in this lifetime, they have the opportunity to get all the enjoyment, the wealth, the attention, what they have missed in their lifetimes when they were gladiators. So I at least find this explanation very reasonable and interesting. And so, yes, it gives me a little bit peace in my mind, because, a nurse who is working day and night very hard in a hospital to help poor sick people, she works as hard as Franck Ribéry, but she only gets 500 euros a day, a month, and Franck Ribéry, he gets 25,000 euros a day. And okay, but if you see the whole picture, then, like, if you have this kind of explanation with the gladiators and so on, then I think it is much more, it is easier to understand why it is like that. So thank you very much for watching. If you like to give a comment, here is the space for comments, and I wish you a nice day. Hare Krishna.